You're both safe, thank goodness. You have the data then? Wonderful, wonderful! I don't suppose you could do the honors and replace the transcriber cartridge? I've always wanted to take a closer look. Take care removing it now. We don't want anything to happen to the data. Carefully does it. Come to me, O knowledge divine. Come to me.
What is that?
Ah! But she didn't drop it. Oh. It's alright, her cartridge is safe. Let's finish the task before there are any more surprises.
We have our gratitude for bringing us closer to achieving our dream.
Oh, Arctic, must you always be so formal? Obvious problems, but I think that I assure you, my brother is absolutely giddy with joy. Why are you here, Nauvicaa? Have you not sufficiently amused yourself with the mortals? Not nearly. Can we talk to them some more? Nauvicaa promised you a key to the XIV monument, did she not?
Yes, that's correct.
And you would do well to hold in your mind that which harbors information.
Come now, brother. You need to speak plainer than that. To clarify, you shall create the objects you need, but your assistance is required to give them form. Or not? Appearance has no effect on function. Just try to imagine that which in your mind is used to hold information.
Book. Another book. A map. A book. And a tombstone.
There. These instruments shall be useful in your quest.
Across the ocean lay a ton of stones that hold the information required to complete the works of a monument. By holding an instrument out to a stone, it will take that information unto itself. We scattered these stones across the realm that mortals would not uncover our secrets. Of late, however, would seem you found alternate uses for them as objects of worship.
Could there be the marks of a 12? They are, aren't they? Oh, to think that they harbored information on the gods. It would seem we have our next destinations. Aside from a few city-states, I believe the marks are located in Corfus and Mordona. I suppose we split up, but quicker to finish the task.
I wish to come too. No, Memphina. It would not do to burden these children so. A After all this time, we finally have a chance to speak with mortals, to learn about them up close, and we're not like to have another. I must say, I share Melfina's view. Even you, Haloni?
I'd like to learn about you too, and I believe I speak for all of us. By all means, let us travel together.
Music to my ears. I shall watch over you and see that you safely reach your destination. Without further ado then. Not so fast. Did you think you could go frolic without us? The others have our domain well in hand, so we are coming too. Well now, far be it from us to stop you. Let us assume our disguises too, and then each choose a mortal to accompany.
Oh well. Please, let it be something inconspicuous. I believe my destination is Fanalan. Then it's Lanasa for Raha, but Traso for Cryo. Last but not least, Modona and Corvus for Derek and Desiree. Will you be well, Cryo? I shall be fine, you needn't worry. So we have Haloni.
Others remain to keep watch over our domain. We need warrior on our account. Never before have I traveled with mortals. Such fun this to be.
We abided by the god's selection, but why do you suppose the two of us were grouped together? No idea.
Why? Because you make the most intriguing pair. The gods for the hero of the world-faring explorer. I shall relish a chance to learn about the both of you. Now then, the others have already set forth, so let us do the same. Aside from my own mark, I believe you'll find those of Faliak and Haloni in Modona and Corvus.
Oh.
Oh my, what an adorable creature. Delighted to meet you, little one. It seems to want to join us, too.
What an unusual company this has become. The gods truly know no inhibition. Forgive me, Desiree. I couldn't have anticipated this turn of events. Heh. What happens, happens, right? Of all the self-indulgent things.
Melfina's winsome, is she not? We all think of her as our youngest sister. Well, what are you waiting for? Let us seek out the marks at once.
Yes, no need to be so hasty. Shall we then, Desiree? The nearest mark is Faliax, just outside in Modona. Memory serves, it overlooks the lake at a place called Rathafrost.
indeed the place. Do you like traveling this way? I adore it, not simply for its own sake. It's an important way to perform one of our foremost duties, you see? Peering into the hearts of mortals.
Now then, we have to hold out an instrument to the stone. Would you care to do the honors here, Desiree? The instrument vibrates rapidly.
It is done. The information held in the stone has been etched. As Optic said, these stones are eternal. No matter their shape or location, their nature is unchanging. Together with a monument in Omphalos, they have remained the same since times immemorial. It was the love that men bear for us, and we for the star that compelled us to create the monument and the stones. And though men do not know the truth of the stones, they offer them prayer. This act is a manifestation of your bond with us. But the stones are a manifestation of our bond with the star. And so, by praying to the stones, you effectively cultivate a bond between yourself and us and the star. Delightful, is it not?
Though we appreciate your eagerness to talk, perhaps we should save some conversation for the destinations to come. If we linger too long in any one place, we are liable to be late to reconvene with the others.
Then let us make for the central highlands of Corthus. Within the Fury's gates, my own mark awaits.
Go down to the Central Highlands. So, in the western corner, in a cave.
There's nothing like taking to the world for the company. Do you not agree? In this land where mankind's faith in me is strong, I cannot help but feel uplifted.
And the stalactite? There it is, the mark of a fury. It wouldn't do to burden you constantly. I shall extract the information this time. Alright.
Looking back, Haloni, you've grown noticeably more imposing this past millennium. There are also more statues in the Heaven of Ice. Oh, but an idea occurred to me, Desiree. This time I want you to share what you know about the worship of Haloni. I guess it will be interesting to hear what mankind thinks of her from your perspective.
You often hear Loni's name invoked in battle.
Ah yes, every day I feel the people's fervent desire to be strong, if they might protect that which they hold dear. Well, how very fascinating. It is a fine thing indeed to hear directly from mortals. Still, as much as I've only lost her children, it troubles her to see them in war with the dragons. To see those who share the stars spill each other's blood. As you should well know, Mafina, it isn't our place to judge the faith of mortals. Even when we lend them our aid, You must refrain from intervening in their affairs. Lest there be any doubt, mankind's faith in us is mankind's alone. By your prayers, our forms are become that which they need to be.
Apologies for the wait.
Acquired the information, have you? Excellent. Let us proceed to the next mark. Mine! As I recall, it lies near the ski vigil. A cliff west of the entrance. Follow me.
What? This is literally the other end of the map. This is up here where we buried Rochefort.
Well now, aren't we quick? My mark list is set. Let's wait for the others and then continue together. Oh look, someone's praying. How delightful to see one of my faithful children.
O benevolent goddess, grant me deliverance, I beseech you. Save my soul. You're the one who was hunting down the lamps of Dalamut. I knew it. Knew you wouldn't stop until you dealt with every last one of us, and now you've come for me. To think that this is her will. The lamps of Dalamut? They are the cult that appeared prior to the Seventh Umbral Calamity, are they not? In the name of her faith, they abducted and sacrificed innocent souls and did not fear death. I've committed no crimes, I swear it. Memphina is my witness. In the beginning, we simply prayed to the twin moons for Dalamut to one day shepherd our souls to the bosom of his mistress. But it all changed when Dalamut began turning red. More and more of us began believing that he was our savior, that we must prove our loyalty with our lives, else we would suffer eternal damnation. So that's how your group took on its fanatical ways and came to be branded as a dangerous cult. And at some point I assume you were tasked with hunting them down? I used to be a merchant in Ulda, but timid as I am, I struggled to survive in that cutthroat world. That's why I turned to Memphina. I wanted to bask in her gentle acceptance and gain courage from her strong and faithful hound. They were my solace, the only way I could be at peace with myself. But they took it from me, my fellows who committed those horrible deeds, and those who reviled me as one of them. They took it away. You're strong, aren't you? Grant me deliverance, I beg you. Judge me and show me the way. I can't bear it anymore. What good is a god I can't see, who won't grant me a thimble of succor no matter how much I pray? You mustn't seek in men what you seek in gods. Strong as she is, she's but a mortal. Like you, she's made of flesh and blood and possesses her own will. Nothing more, nothing less. It avails you not to raise others up by belittling yourself. You are your own person, with a path of your own to walk. Even should you be taken by despair, that you are here now makes you no different from this woman. So believe me when I say, all will be well. Keep your faith in Memphina. Believe in her love and grace. You will surely learn to love others as well as yourself. Please, forgive me for my unseemly outburst. I had been feeling lost and all my anguish came spilling out. It was my female self who brought you here, I'm certain of it, to encourage and guide me. Taking your words to heart, I try searching for a new path. Should you feel lost again, take to the road. See what is out there. Learn how others live and think, and you are bound to find your way. Good advice.
Blessings upon you on the road ahead, dear child.
Did you say something? No. Does anyone remember the Lamps of Dalamut? They were a relatively big thing in ARR. You had several dungeons that were about them. The Tamtara Deepcroft, the Amdapor Keep, and also a lot of fates and Lave quests were also about Lamps of Dalamut followers, so potentially a few other quests as well. I'm not certain. But they were definitely a lot of them in ARR. But the storyline kinda ended when we killed the last of them in the Underpor Keep dungeon. Here's someone who used to be with them, but turned away when the others went cuckoo.
That child will be fine, I'm certain of it. Your faith in us can harm as well as heal, but never forget that faith belongs to mankind, and mankind alone.
Unsolicited though it was, I don't regret saying those words to him. He needed to hear them. But come, Desiree. This time it's your turn to extract the information. The instrument vibrates rapidly.
Forgive me, Dizzy. I fear I've caused you trouble.
Not your fault.
I'm relieved to know that. You truly are strong in body and spirit both. Far be it from me to ask this of you, but please, do not hold it against that child. We do not wish for our existence to bring grief to our children. Yet no matter which faith, we are who we are because of those who believe in us. My hound is no exception. He was born when men came to worship the object their ancestors cast into the heavens. We are not all powerful. We can't grant all of mankind's wishes. Nevertheless, we always hear you. No hope is too small, no prayer too faint. I just wanted to make that clear. As you forgot, we love mankind dearly.
Suffice it to say, we love you too.
Among us 12, my feeling is the most approachable to mortal kind. It is one of her positive traits.
Divine non-intervention. With this, we have completed our task and may return to the Omphalos. Yet I can't help but think about Kryl. Gratia seemed to be worried about her, did he not? It was as if something weighed on her mind. Though she is in the company of deities, I find myself worrying too. You could ask her directly. Yes, I suppose so. If there's no objection, let us seek out Kryl.
She must head to the 12th road with Nofika and Biobot, yes? They are presently too far away from us to sense, but we should be able to locate them once in the forest.
I see. In that case, let us make for Gridania.
For all his preference for solitude, Eric certainly seems concerned for the welfare of others. How very intriguing. As I understand it, mortals hold that Nofika and I were at odds. When I cover details about us, you are free to believe what you wish.
So here we are in Gridania. Can you sense Nofika and Biagot?
I do, but something strange. Indeed, they appear to be in different places. Nofika's the nearer of the two, and is quite close by. I shall go and find her.
Wait, you mustn't go off on your own. Confound it all, after her, Desiree.
I think you not to do it again. Oh, have you already finished visiting your stones? There she is. Well now, I wasn't expecting to see you all here. It is not the matter. You're supposed to be with Choir and Bygod. Where are they? Oh, we can separate while I was distracted listening to the elementals. The beings are the voice of those who call the road home. As I am a patron of this land, they could not help but report to me.
You gods can sense each other, even should you become separated. Shouldn't it be a simple matter to find them again?
Indeed, it would seem you are keeping something from us, Nofika. Oh, Aloni, there's simply no fooling you. Very well, I shall confess all. The child Choir wanted to visit our stones alone, you see, to complete a task without us watching over her. We merely respected that wish. With her abilities, I don't believe she's in any danger. But the warrior that he is, Bygod decided to follow after her discreetly. If it is her wish, then indeed we must abide by it. As for Bygod, I assassins with a place men call the South Shroud.
One of the stones is situated there, I believe near Camp Tranquil. Let us search the area for Biagot. And if we find him, we should find Kryl as well. Hello, suspicious brigand. We understand you've been following Quirrell. Where is she?
Having acquired information from a stone, she now makes for Elfix. I keep my distance to avoid being seen. It was about to continue on when you appeared.
Alfix Stone is our last destination, is it not? Let us all go and meet her there.
If everyone so wishes, then very well. In haste no passage, I shall call upon Master Ralga's servants to bear the mortals.
It seems we have use of these hawks. Let's see if I can spot Quirrell from above. I will bring our companions, so you needn't worry about them. Are you ready? Taxi! Go, my feathered friend. Fly like the wind. I must thank you, Desiree. Talking to you helped me find the resolve to seek out Quirrell. No signs of her here. Let's continue on to Alfix Stone. There she's already. We certainly wasted no time. Well now, did you come all this way just to check up on me? I've been on edge worrying that I might stumble into Odin, so you gave me a bit of a fright. Noviga tells us that you wish to travel alone. What prompted you to send the gods away? It's difficult to explain. I suppose I wanted to seek the answers in my own way. As the gods told us, if we wish to know the truth, we must discover it for ourselves. In spite of this, they've seen fit to not only set us upon the right path, but accompany us besides. This bespeaks the faith they have in man's spirit of inquiry. It gives me heart. After all, it's the self-same spirit that defines the students of Baldesion. Like everyone, I want to uncover the truth of the 12, to know their aspirations and understand them. And having seen a dear friend embark on countless adventures, I've developed the desire to see and experience the world for myself. There are dangers out there, of course. I want to prove that I could handle them and perform my task. I see. Indeed, as much as we can learn from others, there's no substitute for seeing with one's own eyes. And in yours, I see the gleam of yearning for exploration and discovery. It reads to me the love you bear for our star, and it makes me glad. What's this all of a sudden? It's embarrassing when you say such things with a straight face. Right then, I've had to acquire the information here, so attend to it at once. Perhaps you'd like to wait for me at Quarry Mill?
Bayard are also kind, are they not? In this land, the voices raised in praise of Nofika are especially strong.
Let's wait for Kryl here. Novika and Bayard are with her, so she will be fine. First the man at Mefina's mark and now Kryl. In the course of traveling with you and yours, it seems I inevitably end up encroaching upon others' lives. Ok. Yours as well. Though nothing binds you to me, you followed me ever since I tended to your wounds. You're free to go anyway, you know? A person's life belongs to that person alone. Others can't be expected to assume responsibility for it. And thus is it wrong to interfere. Alas, once I glimpse someone's heart, I find I can't avert my gaze. It truly is difficult to be amidst people. The secret of a 12. Doesn't take too long to extract the information. Kryl should be here any moment now. Apologies for the wait. With that I have obtained information from all of my stones. You've taken care of yours already, yes? Thank you for worrying about me. While it's good to know that I can handle myself, I'm heartened to be doing this with you all. I owe you thanks as well, Bayard and Novika, for accepting my request with good graces.
Think not of it. You did well to see your task through, little one.
Indeed. Come, let us all return to the Omphalos.
Let's get out of his way. You took your time, Desiree. Did something happen? Ah, so you wandered with Kryl. How was your experience with the gods, if I may ask? Not only did you help a disillusioned man find his way, you looked on Kryl besides. Thank you, Desiree. And you as well, Derek. I fear I overstepped my bounds, but what's done is done.
We shall return to our sanctums. In full gratitude for a delightful time. By holding your instruments out of the monument, you'll be able to augment the missing information. Be well, dear children.
Shall we then? Amazing! What was impossible to decipher is now crystal clear. Without further ado, I shall read out the epigraph. As beings who endure by the will of a star, we are susceptible to the influence of hopes and prayers. Thus do we commit our yokes herein, lest we stray from our purpose. He who is named by a god shall preside over construction. His duty to fortify the works of man and encourage them to build. He who is named Valga shall preside over destruction. His duty to galvanize the stars' beating heart and facilitates mankind's regeneration. She who is named Azima shall preside over the sun. Her duty to nurture its life-giving light and illuminate the truth for all to see. He who is named Naltfal shall preside over the subterranean. His duty to make gleam the riches hidden in the darkest depths and in men themselves. She who is named Nofika shall preside over fertility. Her duty to fill the land with life and prepare a path of peace and plenty. He who is named Althik shall preside over space and time. His duty to endow the star with material vigor that mankind's march may never cease. She who is named Talone shall preside over the glaciers. Her duty to hold the melting ice at bay and imbue man with constancy and tranquility. She who is named Memphina shall preside over the moon. Her duty to perpetuate the turning of night and day and foster love in the hearts of all. He who is named Phaliak shall preside over the rivers. His duty to quench the thirst of man and water their minds with wisdom. She who is named Naimea shall preside over the stars. Her duty to preserve the celestial fabric of the seasons and weave the thread of men's lives. She who is named Limlane shall preside over the seas. Her duty to administer the tides and inspire man to come together as one and seek new horizons. He who is named Oshon shall preside over the mountains. His duty to sustain the breath of the firmament and in wandering share in man's solitude. He who is unnamed shall watch unflinching. His duty to stand guard over his charge, always and unto the end. There the epigraph concludes. We've been given quite a lot to ponder. Curiouser and curiouser. Writings about the gods, written by the gods themselves. This is utterly unprecedented. Our yokes, lest we stray. Hopes and prayers influencing their nature. Have you any thoughts on the contents of the epigraph, Desiree? The worship of Dalamud brought forth Menfina's hound. You mean to say that prayers have changed the 12 into their present forms? That is rather hard to believe. Given what we know about Dynamis, I believe it's entirely possible. In the presence of that energy, hopes and prayers have more tangible results than one might expect. Its power may be curbed upon our star, but over thousands of years of worship, it could have influenced the gods in various ways. Ways such as that which Desiree just described for one. Others that come to mind are Halone's shield and spear, which reflect her status as a goddess of war, and Namia's spinning wheel, which is an apt apparatus for a goddess of fate. Thus did they create this monument, this yoke, that they might never lose sight of their duty no matter how much they may change. I'm inclined to agree with Ra. The gods wrote that they endure by the will of a star. Who that refers to we all know too well. Heidelin. By sundering reality, she must have known that she would shake the very foundation of existence. Anticipating the potential chaos, I suspect she charged her collaborators with maintaining stability. If that is true, then might not the 13th unnamed being the Watcher on the moon? The pieces certainly fall into place. I wonder if he would be willing to share what he knows. As it stands, we have yet to encounter 3 gods. As there's no telling what may happen once we fought them all, I believe we should try to uncover as much of the truth as we can. But better to know how to proceed. To that end, every seek of the Watcher, Ra and I shall return to Sharlayan to compile our findings. The data from the analyzer not least of all. To think that the investigation might lead us to the moon! I eagerly look forward to the next stage of our fieldwork. Desiree, like as not, yet more grueling encounters with the gods await. You should rest up and gather your strength. Not long now ere we arrive at the truth. For the longest time I've journeyed alone, not involving myself in the affairs of others. But I've enjoyed our time together. You've undertaken the investigation with all honestness, and it has been a pleasure to be a part of it. When I imagine the moment we must part ways, I can't help but be saddened, and it surprises me that I feel that way. Forgive me, I didn't mean to wax sentimental. If you excuse me, I shall head outside for some fresh air. There he goes again, Desiree. Do you suppose we could follow after him? I can't quite say why, but I feel as though he suddenly vanished one day, never to return. You know, I can't help but wonder why Derek came to us for help. As an explorer, didn't he want to keep the glory of discovery for himself? I for one would have gone over Phantom Realm with a fine-toothed comb alone before thinking to tell a single soul. I mean, Derek has been acting rather suspicious in this part of the journey. Maybe we figure out what that is about. Oh, 'tis you. What is it? Snow gaming worries that I suddenly vanish, you say? Well, as the saying goes, all things must come to an end, whether we will it or no. When our work is finished, we must go our separate ways. Doing so will sadden me, as you know. Yet that sadness is part of the joy I have derived from our companionship. So I will accept it when the time comes, and strive with you to the last. Oh! As you know, my friend, I would rather you live your own life. But having helped you, I won't send you away against your will. Well, you are a busy woman, so I won't keep you. As before, rest assured, I will share with you any tidings I receive from Kryl. Take care, my friend, and see you again in due course. Good, and that ends the second part of the Alliance Raid questline. And this episode. Until next time, when we play more Final Fantasy XIV, I'm Mace, and don't get lost.